What does being pro-human mean to you?
Well, this will be an answer that's heavily influenced by the fact that I became a dad 6.5 months ago.
Congrats.
But thank you. I think, and I've been thinking about this a lot. I was invited to do a debate at the Oxford Union, which was about, has woke culture gone to? I can't be asked to talk about this again. So when I was talking about it, I really made it about. I said I don't want to talk to those of you who already agree with me and rehash the same free speech and all this other bullshit that we all know. You already agree with me. You're going to vote for our side of the debate anyway. I want to talk to the woke people, and I was basically talking to them for 10 minutes about how they believe above all. Apparently that's what we're being told, that young people have climate anxiety, and they think that the climate issue is the most important issue ever, and it's really important. And I said to them, look, if you think that's important, if you think that's the most important issue, then wokeness is exactly the route by which you'll never solve that issue, because you guys, the bright young minds of Oxford, those of you who are woke, aren't thinking about how do you go and solve that problem. You're thinking about how the problem's about racism or how you've been oppressed by the previous generations, instead of going and studying and inventing the thing that's going to solve the thing, right? That's your job. That's what you're supposed to do, right? Mm-hmm. Instead of whining and crying and complaining, which is what wokeness. And hopefully it was more elaborate than the pathetic way I've just expressed it now. But the point is, I think what we have to get to as a humans, as a species, everywhere in the world, and particularly in the West where we're most affected by it, being pro-human means being pro having children and pro the idea that the planet will endure and human beings and the species will endure. Because why are we so bloody arrogant that we think we're the first generation in history that cannot solve their own fucking problems? When did this happen? When did we decide we're just all going to roll over and die unless we make everyone really poor? When did this happen? Who voted for this? Where did we sign on the dotted line to say, I want to believe that I'm far more pathetic than my grandparents? Why can our generation not solve our problems? Why can't the next generation solve our problems? We've always done this. Every great transformation in human society is a product of technology. It's what it is, right? And technology means going from not having fire to having fire. You don't think that changed human society? You don't think the move from being hunter-gatherers to agrarians changed culture and politics and how people related to each other? This is what happens. We solve our problems with technology, right? I didn't sign up to be, the last generation on Earth that puts the lights out. I believe as a human species, we have the ability to solve our problems. And climate change, if you think it's as serious as it is, go and solve it. Go and solve it. And the more people we have on the planet, the more solutions we have in the bank, potentially, right? So that's being pro-human means to me is, let's stop moping about and let's go. We are the product of generations, of millennia of human beings who managed to survive despite the difficulties we faced. Let's do the same.